Hello everyone, welcome back. Today in my video we are going to discuss about the second population interaction, that is the competition. So what is competition? Competition is best defined as a process in which the fitness of one species is significantly lower in the presence of another species. When Darwin spoke about struggle of existence and survival of the fittest, he was convinced that the interspecific competition is a potent force in organic evolution and believed that the competition occurs when closely related species compete for the same resource that are limiting. But this is not entirely true, as totally unrelated species could also compete for the same resource, and resources need not be limiting for competition to occur. The best example to say that unrelated species could also compete for same resource is given by the flamingos and the resident fishes that are living in the South American lake, where both the flamingos and the fishes would compete for the common food, that is the zooplanktons. Here the flamingos and the fishes are not the related species, but they are competing for the same resource. The example to explain that resources need not be limiting for competition to occur can be best defined with the help of the interference competition, where the feeding efficiency of one species might be reduced due to the interference of the other species even if the resources are abundant. So can we say when resources are limited, the competitively superior species may eliminate the other species? Yes, we can, but the evidence for such competitive exclusion is not always occurring in nature. Let us discuss the case of the abandoned tortoise in the Galapagos Island, which became extinct after the goats were introduced into that island. The reason for this was the greater browsing efficiency of the goats than that of the tortoise. Now let us discuss about competitive release. A species whose distribution range is restricted to a small geographical area due to the presence of competitively superior species is found to expand its distributional range when the competing species are experimentally removed. This is shown by Connell's elegant field experiment, where he removed the superior barnacle balanus, which dominated the area, and excluded the smaller barnacle catalamus. And when the superior ones were removed from the island, then the one which were inferior started to dominate that zone. Competition is detrimental to both the species, and in competition, herbivores and plants are more adversely affected than that by carnivores, due to the herbivores do not have any alternative resource on which they can depend, but carnivores do have many other alternatives. What is competitive exclusion principle? As discussed, competitively superior species will eliminate the other species, and both the species cannot coexist together. This is true if the resources are limiting, but recent studies do not support such arguments. They are not opposing interspecific competition, but they are saying that species who are facing competition may have promoted some special mechanisms like coexistence rather than exclusion. One such mechanism is resource partition, where two competing species who are competing for the same resource could avoid competition by choosing different times of feeding or foraging patterns. MacArthur showed that five closely related species of warbles living on the same tree were able to avoid competition and coexist due to different behavioral patterns and foraging activities. Hope you all understood the video. Thank you for watching.